If you're a travel creator and you really want to scale your business to the next level, go hitting $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month with your online coaching business, the one thing you need to be working more than anything else is your mindset. Because success is given by 80% your mindset, 20% your skill set. So today we're going to be actually understanding together what's the mindset of a successful travel creator coach in order for you to scale to $100,000 a month with online coaching business. So I want to break it down before that we even start about my story. Because actually everything started, and I remember really well, because the real reason why you're here is because you know that you don't want to follow the normal route. You felt like standard path was not for you, and and I know exactly how you feel because I've been on the other side, and I know exactly that you want to aim for more, you want to have more freedom. And this is exactly why I'm so passionate about what I do. And that's the reason why I want to help so much travel creators live the freedom that they want. And the mindset of entrepreneur is what's going to be what makes you lead successful. Now, I still remember, when I start from a personal story, it was the 10th of May, 2025, and I was completely lonely in this beach in Bali, in Uluwatu, I remember really well. And it was one of my darkest and bottom moments of my life, where literally my family was broken, business was falling apart. Also, all the relationships were completely gone. So I was left completely alone. And I remember that I was in this beach with my thoughts, wondering what I needed to do with my life. And I was there with a pen and a paper. I remember really well. And everything started by questioning myself that what I was doing wrong in my life. Literally, that was the first question. And in that moment, I remember a really crucial conversation I had with one of my biggest mentors at that time that told me, every problem you have in life starts from you, not from the environment. So he told me you need to do a personality audit. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So at that moment in that beach, I'd zoom out of my life and I focused on myself for a second, and I did this personal audit. But the first thing that came up to my mind was like, that's such a waste of time. Personality audit, I will never even trust these things. But it told me that, and to be honest, I did it, and it completely changed my life. I trusted him. He told me to set aside for 90 minutes and answer these questions, and I did so. Okay, so thank God I did. So right now, maybe you're in the situation where you're thinking like, okay, I might want to click off from this video and I want to start grinding, I want to start building my offer. But I'm telling you, take some moment for yourself, and you really need to do this personality audit, because you need to set the foundation. You need to set the foundation of your skyscraper. Because everything right after, all your coaching program is going to be built by your mindset. Your mindset is the milestone. Your mindset are the pillars where you're going to be building this gigantic empire. Okay, and I want to jump straight to this, because if you're reading this, you're probably started to engage a little bit with personal development. Otherwise, you would not be here and even be a coach. So let me tell you something from my experience, and from I've seen, and I've coached a lot of travel creators. I coach a lot of people in business, and your business is a direct extension of yourself. Your limiting belief, the way you think, the way you behave, the way that you react, the way that you do stuff, this is exactly how it's going to be your business. Okay, example, if you have a big night out, for sure, you're killing your business operations for that evening and for the morning after. If you exercise, you're going to be thinking more clearly, have more motivation, so you're going to start making the business more efficient. Okay, if you eat well, that fuels your business because you eat well, so you have good energy, so you can be more sharp in the business. If you're in a bad mood, maybe you had some argument with some friends or some like family members, you start clouding, you have a cloud on your business strategic mindset and thinking. So every single thing connected to the way that you react to stuff is going to be impacting your business in a sort of way. That's the reason why business is an extension of the way that you think. And your action and your thoughts are directly correlated with your business activity and therefore your success. So I give you some example. Okay, while your actions are more visible, your mindset will be the biggest thing that can hold you back to kind of get to the kind of results that you want. If you want to hit to $100,000 a month, you need to be exactly focusing on your mindset and your limiting belief. I give you some examples. If you do not believe in yourself, you will not be able to sit on sales calls and convince others they should be working with you. If you have fear of rejections, you will be scared to message people asking if they want to work with you. If you are a perfectionist, you will not accept your content not looking perfect and the people judging you. If you have a high ego, you will not even listen and taking advice from people that have made more path than you, that are more successful than you, because you have ego. If you are unorganized, you will struggle to bring other people in your team and scale. And the list can go on, okay? The problems you have in your life will directly impact your business. And this is why the personality audit changed completely my life. And I realized my belief systems, what I used to be thinking, what I used to be believing in, okay? And the personality audit kind of made like a reset. I put everything on a piece of a paper and I really, really understood who I am, okay? Because first of all, that we need to understand your belief needs to be broken. Because this is exactly how you work. Maybe you've been hearing about limiting belief, okay, multiple times. But the way that you see life, the way that you think about money, the way you think about relationship, the way you think about love, those are all limiting beliefs that got inside of your brain since you're a little kid. Because then your limiting beliefs creates behaviors, and then your behaviors produce outcomes. And your outcomes reinforce beliefs. Let's give an example. You think you're not good enough. Belief system creates behaviors that you're not confident, that maybe you talk to people but you're not secure about what you talk, and that produce outcomes of for you not closing deals and making $0 a month. And since you made $0 in that month, reinforce the fact that you're not good enough. How crazy is this? So the only thing that you need to be focusing on is your belief system, okay? So the main and right now I want to break, and right now in this exact moment I want to break your limiting belief that holds you to the point that you are right now for a long period of time. The first thing, how happy you can be. Okay, because I used to be inside of this room in my house. Everything was going okay. I was not sad. I was literally happy staying in my house with my parents. I was doing well. But how happy you can be if you imagine yourself in Bali, fulfilled, you helped and you made a lot of other people successful and you impacted people thanks to your coaching offer. You can be much happier than what you are right now. You deserve more. How much you can charge to people, for example, with your coaching offer. At the beginning, you're like, but I'm not confident enough. I will charge $500. I broke that belief after seeing my mentor charge $10,000 to a business beginner. So I said, oh my God. Okay, so I need to charge more because I know that the more you charge to people, the more they're going to be committed and make it work, because money is energy. The way that you see at money is the way that you're going to be attracting money. If you think that there's not enough money in the world, you're not going to be attracting any sort of money. As soon as I saw my mentor charging 10K, I said, damn. In similar vein, how much money you can make in general. As soon as I saw Alex Hormozi making $100 million in one day lunch, I started realizing that I just need to become a more valuable human being in order to attract those kind of money in a day. So nothing is impossible. Another one, how much input you need to put in. After seeing a friend of mine putting 1,200 outbound messages a day, I said, okay, I'm not doing enough. Another one, posting on social media. I saw Sam Millsap posting 12 times a day. You're wondering, oh my God, I don't even post once a day. No. There are always people that made more than you. There are always people that achieve bigger stuff than you. Okay? I don't want to put comparison things, okay? But I just want to make you realize that the people have made much more than what you think and what your belief system see. How you can break limiting belief. I want to give you an advice. Because before you can be $100,000 a month coach, You need to start acting like one. Let me explain. Let's imagine that you are a E minus student, or I'm European, so I can say like a 4 out of 10 student. But instead you want to become a A plus student. How you can be passing from E minus to A plus student? You need to start acting like a A plus student. So the day after you go in school and you start go there on time at 8 a.m. You're there ready to listen the lesson. Step number 2, you ask questions to the professor. Is immediately, Prof, I didn't get this, I didn't get this, I didn't get this. Can you explain? Blah, blah, blah. Then you go back home, you start studying alone, you start repeating the lesson. Even though you're an E minus student, I'm sure that if you start acting like an A plus student 4 months after, guess what happens? You're an A plus student. The same thing happens in business. Another example, you want to maybe buy, this is for you too much, $50 a month for software. That's a lot of money. Oh my God, that's crazy. But $50 software made me 10K. Loom made me 10K. So you need to ask yourself, what would a successful version of me do in this exact moment? And another one, your beliefs are a product of your environment and the people that you surround yourself with. So if you've been surrounding yourself so far with your family, you're going to be having the same belief system of your family. That's why as a kid I used to believing that I used to be having a 9-to-5 job and that it was enough in my life because my belief system was set in that way. So be careful. Understand what you believe and why you believe those things, because your belief system is created by the people that you have around you. Be careful. So that's the reason why I did my personality audit. Okay? And that's the reason why that personality audit that I made in that beach in Bali completely changed my life. Because if you don't set your belief system in the right way, you're not going to be attracting any sort of wealth in your life. World is beautiful. Life is amazing. There are money everywhere. Money is everywhere. Look around, go in the middle of the city and you start seeing these gigantic skyscrapers worth of billions of dollars and you don't think you deserve $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month. Come on now. Your belief system, you need to break that. Okay? So next action plans, sit down, relax, put your phone on 3 rooms far away from you and do this personality audit. And focus on that. You find the personality audit on the document storage on your Notion Success Hub. Okay? Guys, it was a pleasure for me to talk to you about this stuff. Change your belief system because you're going to be changing your life. Those are the lenses that you decide to put. Put good lenses, please. Vamos. Ciao, guys.